Probably heard it in a lot of the new age communities, spiritual communities, even in some of the brain retreats. We'll talk about energy work. But what is it exactly? How will it help me? Where do I get it? You're going to want to watch this episode. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're finding these videos helpful. I know I'm enjoying making them, and hopefully it's helping you in your healing journey understand that you have a lot more options and opportunities to heal in ways that you probably never thought of. So let's dive into energy work, right? What is it? Energy work can fall under a lot of umbrellas. Typical energy workers, Reiki masters, reflexology even can be considered energy work. Emotion code, hypnotherapy can even be energy work. There's a lot that falls in it. Even craniosacral massages, if you've ever gotten that, can be energy work. Sound healing, that can be energy work. Basically what we're doing when you go see an energy practitioner or healer is they're working with the energetics of your body. Now we all understand this to a degree, or maybe you don't. Like we have auras. Your heart has an electromagnetic impulse that it puts out, which is energy. And actually your heart is one of the biggest energy producers. So when you walk into a room, if your heart is full or people can sense it and be like, oh, you seem like you're in a good mood today. Sometimes that's your heart. That's your energy. Or if you've ever walked into a room and you're like, the energy in here is weird or feels heavy. You're sensing everybody's energy because there's individual energy and then there's a collective energy, right? So it's all the individuals in there and their energy merged can give you this electrical field of how something feels. And that's what you're picking up on. Now, there's a lot more in depth we can go, as I always say in these videos. This is just the basics to get you an idea of what it is, where can I go to get these type of treatments or try them, and how does it help me? I've had a lot of energy work done on me. And the reason being was I didn't have healthcare coverage, as you've heard me before say if you've watched any of my other videos. So I had to figure out a way to heal. And I really didn't know what that way was because I was new to the Brain Injury Society. What did introduce me to it was when I went to my first brain injury retreat. There we had a Reiki healer, yoga we started with, we had meditation, and we had some other modalities that I don't even remember their names, to be honest with you. It was just something I had never heard of, and I thought, if it's not going to hurt me, then why don't I try it? Because it might help me heal. That's my mindset. That what started me on my journey was, I'll try anything and anything if it's going to help me navigate this brain injury and get me thriving again, get me healing, feeling better. So that was where I first got introduced to energy work. I had known about it before, but I had never really done any of it simply because, to be honest, I don't know that I felt that I needed it. But now that I know so much more about it, I can see the benefits even beyond if you're injured. Where do you find these practitioners? First, I want to say, make sure that you ask a lot of questions. See if they're certified. See if you can talk to their previous clients or if they have testimonies. See if they're knowledgeable. See how long their certification was. I mean, for instance, there's medical intuitives, there's life coaches, and we'll get into all of that. And all of us deal with energy work in a degree. But if you're going to someone who got Reiki certified in a weekend versus someone who took a year or 6 months, I'll let you make that call, okay? Totally up to you. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm just saying make sure they're knowledgeable in what you're going for. Make sure that they know what you need. And make sure, more importantly, that you feel comfortable working with them and they respect that. No energy worker, life coach, healer, whatever you want to call us all out there, is going to force anything on you. We're just not. And if they are, then I would ask you to question their motives and maybe take a step back and see if this is a person I really want to work with. Now, you can see on social media, and all over the place really, where to find a practitioner. I would simply say Google whatever it is you're wanting. Reiki is more energetics, plant medicine, medical intuitives. They're doing more of your internal and reading your body, and they're looking at how you can work with nature to heal certain things. And the list goes on and on and on. So that would be my recommendation, is Google it, see how they're certified, how long they've been doing it, and how they treat you. Those are big indicators on if this person is somebody you want to work with, okay? Now, how can this help you? Depending on what you're going for, this is kind of a broad question, okay? So I've tried everything, and some of it helped me, some of it really didn't do that much for me. And that's okay, and that's something I would tell you. If it doesn't work for you, that doesn't mean that person is a bad practitioner. It may be that you weren't ready. It may be that you weren't open. One of the keys to getting energy work is that you're open to receiving the energetic work. If you're not, and you're really going in and your intention is, this isn't going to work, why am I doing this? Then you're probably right. It isn't going to work, and why are you doing it? Your intention to doing all this is a big deal. So if you're going in like I was going in the beginning and said, I don't care, I want to try this. I'm open to the experience. I just want to see if this will help me fill in the blank, whatever you're dealing with. And like I said, some of it did work with me, some of it didn't. Some of it didn't work at that time and I went back to it later and it did work. So never cut anything off. I think my greatest piece of advice for you on this journey is always stay open. Stay open and fluid. Listen to your body. Listen to what you're doing. I would also say get a journal. I used to write down things that I would try, how I was feeling, how it made me feel after, so that I could have a reference, because my memory wasn't good, of what worked and what didn't. I could go back and say, oh, that seemed to work, maybe months later, but it didn't really work here. Maybe I should try it again. And I've tried it all. I've tried floating in a salt tub that you've seen, those float pods where there's this much water and it's all salt and you just lay in there, and basically it was like a meditation and it relaxes you. I know people that love that. I did it once, it relaxed me, haven't really been back. But doesn't mean I won't. So that's kind of the mentality you need when doing energy work, because you'll find some things will do huge shifts. Music is the only thing that gets both sides of your brain working at the same time. And I found it very calming. Depending on the hertz, which you'll see 432 Hz, which helps you sleep, or there's binaural beats, different things do different things, and you can actually feel it in your brain and how it will level things out. So for me, that was very powerful and it really helped me. My last bit of advice when it comes to energy work was do this in conjunction with modern medicine, okay? I'm not saying do one of these things over modern medicine. It helps if we can do them together. That always doesn't need to be the case, but it is helpful. So don't disregard your doctor. Even if your doctor makes fun of you and says, oh, you're doing that, it doesn't matter. Hand in hand, I think, works better in healing than one over the other. Now, you may find that there's certain things, like for anxiety, they wanted to give me medicine. I wanted to figure out a way to handle it on my own. And meditation, mindfulness, sound healing, all of that helped me deal with my anxiety without the medicine. So again, use your discernment. I'm not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. I'm just sharing with you my experience and others' experiences so that you can make sound decisions on what type of treatments and healing modalities may help you in your journey. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. And I know that you got this. Sending you tons of hugs and healing.